Hi everyone, I'm Yuri Galimidi and I'd like to invite you to part two of my leadership post on diversity. And in this post, we'll take a deeper look into diversity, what it might mean for your organization, and how to maximize the value of diversity to your organization. So let's take a deeper look into diversity. Does it really matter? Can it really create a measurable value to your organization? After all, let's take a look at Japan. Japan is one of the least diverse countries on earth, and yet it has been able to create tremendous value at the national level and specific company level for years and years and years with creative solutions to technology and products and cars still to this very day. So, how come they were able to perform so well with such a homogeneous society? Well, recently there's been a lot of focus into measuring the value, the financial value, and the other incidental values, non-measurable soft values of diversity. In a specific study conducted by McKinsey, the consulting firm, they've been able to determine that companies who embrace gender diversity are 15% more likely to outperform companies who do not embrace gender diversity. Companies who embrace ethnic diversity are 35% more likely to outperform companies who do not embrace ethnic diversity. Another study that I found, published by the European Commission quite a few years back, 2003 as a matter of fact, found that companies that embrace and implement diversity programs are likely to outperform their peers in a number of different areas. For example, strengthening cultural values within the organization, enhancing corporate reputation, helping to attract highly trained and highly skilled professionals, improving motivation and efficiency of existing staff, improving innovation and creativity, embracing and enhancing service levels to customer and customer satisfaction, helping to overcome labor shortages, reducing labor turnover, lowering absenteeism levels, improving access to new market segments, avoiding litigation costs, and improving global management capacity of the organization throughout the world. So this is quite a significant list of benefits that companies who embrace diversity have realized, and that's going back already 16 years. Imagine what those benefits would look like if this study were to be repeated today. How do we implement a diversity program within our organization at any level? That is to say, at team level, at department or division level, and ultimately at the organizational level. So here are some 4 steps that you can take, whatever your management level is, to embrace diversity and implement an active diversity program. Number 1, implement policies and procedures to promote diversity. And these would typically be human resource related programs. And to be honest, I'm not going to talk too much about these kinds of programs here, although they are very, very important for the broad implementation of diversity within organizations. The second point is building diversity awareness at the team level and then within the organization as a whole. So we are typically not hardwired to be attuned to diversity in all its broader implications. And implementing programs that help us sharpen our awareness of diversity will be the first step. The second step would be implementing, creating diversity relationships based on familiarity, trust, and respect. And here I'm talking about formal and informal programs, if you like, suggestions, tips, encouragements for you team members and the organizational as a whole to create relationships one-on-one, many on many, teams on teams within diverse communities of your organizations, getting to know each other, inviting each other to our homes and getting to know our families, getting to know our cultures and our values. All of this will add immense value to the capacity of our organization to embrace diversity. And last, creating programs that will help our organization to maximize the value that diversity can bring to our organization at any level. Again, team level, department level, or organization level. And this is the area which I would like to expand upon in the next slide. The last slide, we spoke about creating formal and informal activities that will help us learn about the differences in cultures, values, and beliefs of our diverse team members. In this slide, we'll talk about how do we explore these differences and how do we learn how these differences affect the way in which diverse members of our teams perform their work. For example, different cultures, values, and belief systems can affect the mindsets which drive the way our team members approach analytical work, creative work, the level of details they apply to their work, their tendency to follow very strict regulations and procedures and so on, or not to follow them. All of this we need to learn almost at a specific team member to understand the value that each specific team member can bring to our team. Once we understand the value that each diverse team members can bring to the team, we need to explore how the team as a whole can maximize the value of diversity. And we have to do this in an open and transparent way with the whole team sitting together and brainstorming, first of all, the understanding of our differences, and secondly, how can the team as a whole maximize the value of these differences. Another very important point is to implement simple yet effective processes and ways to measure the value of diversity over time. Because as we well know, what is not measured is not followed up and not pursued over the long term. So we have to really measure how our diversity programs improve the value that our organization can create. And last, but very, very important, we need to determine if and how any of our team members is negatively affected by the lack of diversity awareness in our team and in our organization as a whole. And if there are some situations, handle them naturally very, very sensitively, but try to address them to eliminate those negative effects of lack of diversity awareness. So in summary, diversity is becoming a competitive differentiator of many companies these days. And with every passing year, the value of diversity in our marketplace is increasing, almost exponentially. And so leaders at all levels of the organization should understand how diversity is affecting the way the organization works and implement programs, deliberate programs, that will maximize the value of diversity to their organization at team level, at division level, and at organizational level. I hope that you found this post on diversity interesting. And I would like to invite any of you who are at a career crossroad or would like to significantly increase the value that they bring to their careers and their organizations, to reach out to me for an introductory coaching call. And I promise you that you will find this call very informative and of high value to you. And until my next post, take care and strive to make every single day a little better than your day before. Goodbye.